Okay. Is it live? Okay. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Of course. I have to yawn. I don't know what it is. Whenever I turn the camera on, I yawn. And then I did hear Lori say the same thing last night. Um, I was up with her. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Up with her and chatting because she had a conversation about some pencils. She was doing a battle of the pencils or something like that. It was pretty interesting. So I don't know what I did with the other calendar that I made. Oh, here, this is backwards. Let me see if I can switch it. Video, mirror, camera. There it is. So there. So it was a good. Lori coloring with Lori had a good show. She was uh, like I said, having a battle of some pencils and things like that. I didn't realize that she had got the Posca pencils, which I was hoping that she had got the 48 because the Posca pencils came out with the 36 and then they added a 48. I know a couple of people that have the 36, they said that they don't mind going ahead and getting the 48, even though they'll have 36 of the same colors because they can see using them, which I can too. So, but I don't know why they don't just go ahead and at least do a 72. If not, I can see waiting for a 120, but go ahead and drop the 72 and stop playing with us, okay? So anyway, and their packaging is cute, but it's kind of crazy. I think y'all seen it before. I don't know where my box is. So anyway, so I pulled out the old calendar that I was making. I have no idea what my new one is, or my newly done one, revamped one. So who else's video did I see? I saw J.I. Colorist video. She was showing the plans for her channel for the month of March. January was July, Johanna in July, brought by Coloring with Lori. And I don't think I showed her my last page that I did. It was a whip. Now, as far as these color alongs, I think I'm going to go ahead and hi 331 Christina. Oh, I'm good. Got stuff going on, but just going to deal with it as it comes. Hi Sherry, how you doing? So the last page that I had done with her with Lori, of course now where is it? It's not this one. I think it's this one. I was going to do a background, but I decided not to. What the heck did I do with it? It had a piece of paper in it. It was the one with the pots. I'm going to leave it floating in the air, but I only had to do a little bit of it. Oh, I hate when I do that. I had a card sticking out of it and everything. That one I'm going to finish later. That one I'm going to add a background to. So I'm really all about trying to finish up the whips or finish up pages that I well, dang. I really like this book too. Okay, well, for some reason I can't find it. That is weird. I had it with the card in it. Oh well. So anyway, it's the one with the pots going across the page. So I did that, and so now I was watching Miss J.I. Colorist, and this month for March is, and I claim freaky February, trying to recreate any page or correct any page, especially with acrylic markers that you did, and I had several examples of some colors. I went crazy for the color yellow. I have no idea. I do have some more pages I'm going to switch around, but anytime I hear anybody doing a color along, I'm going to see if I've already done it. I'm not going to start it in a new book. I'm going to figure out how to finish it or switch it up. And then that'll help me get through my whips. and I won't be starting new pages. So I think it's going to work. I wanted to use that one with Johanna as an example. So anyway, J.I. Colorist is for March is going to be Maria. And so I pulled out of the ones that she was talking about. It's going to be Maria, but there's also a couple of her books that she wants to finish. I'm going to pick a page in here. She's got the wand section available if anybody wants to do a color along with her. And then my ink house, I actually have, it's like half and half. I've got, no, it's like they're all equally divided into thirds. 1/3 whips, 1/3 completed, and 1/3 new. So I think this is a book because it is so thin. I know I have a color along in here with Lori that I need to finish. It's so thin. I think it's a book that is doable. And then because it is Maria's month, March for Maria, I'm going to do the bunny page. And I think that I don't mind showing this one because I think it's Easter or something coming up. So the bunny page is what J.I. Colorist selected. I think she said this is the one that she will be doing for March because of the Easter holiday. So I will be doing that one. That's cute and sweet and shouldn't take much. Hi, Devin. How you doing? I keep thinking, I was like, who is Yolanda? Who is Yolanda? Hi, Miss Yolanda. I know who Miss Yolanda is. Hi, Alabama, y'all. Girl, when it rains, it pours. Oh, I loved your videos with the skin tone, with the part 2. I love that. It was awesome. Okay, put CK in order. My paper journal, collage day. Yeah, I was looking for that page that you did because I was going to do that one just like you did it, but I don't have that one. I actually just bought of the Christina Karen. I actually just purchased this one, and I spent last night while I was watching Lori tearing it up. Now, a lot of people don't like tearing up their books, but I'm tearing it up so that I can bind it. Let me make sure I get that word right. That's a B word, y'all. Let me not start that. So I like the books bound because they lay flat, and it just makes it for easy coloring. They're one-sided, so it's really nice. And I have a binding machine, so I can do that with this. It did take a little bit because this book was sewn bound, and actually the spine was glued in. So it's a combination of glue and being sewn, and it was so tight. So this one I took apart last night, and I didn't do it right because I took it apart and I didn't put them back in the right order. You know, these pages don't have numbers on them. I meant to number the page before I started taking the book apart. But anyway, I didn't. So, and then also I'm going to add a clean page in here. I don't have a page that's exactly like that quality, but this is my cardstock and it's fine. So I can use it as a swatch. So I get the chance to add this in here. And you have to be real careful with this one because this has a jacket to it. So you want to make sure that if you do bind the book or somebody binds it for you, if you do happen to take it somewhere, make sure that they allow for the jacket of the book. So when they're getting it together, because basically if you take it to the store to get it done, they're going to cut off that whole spine area. So you lose part of it, but you're not going to lose so much where it would make a difference, I guess. I don't know. I didn't lose any of my page because I tore the book apart. So all of the spaces, I have the whole space of each page. But when you go get them done at the store, because I think this had 8 jackets inside, or I think that's what you call them, jackets or series. What is it when it's the thing that's inside in the book? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, I would be scared to do that. The tutorial is wildfire. Okay, yeah. What is it when they're in alphabetical order. Say what? Now I do know this one is number 1. because I did keep it in this one order. Okay, Among Dragons. Okay, then Angel. Aqua. See, I did not know that. You are so smart. Miss Devin Rex, somebody's yelling at you in the crowd. Yolanda! She's up there with you, but she's yelling at you in the crowd. I didn't know that. Okay, well then this B will go behind the A's. Okay, well then that'll make it easier. Thank you so much, Alabama, y'all. See, each one teach one. Okay, well that'll be good because what I was gonna do, listen here, I was gonna get somebody's video that did a flip, put all the pages out, and then put them together because that's what I did with the. I didn't do it with that one because I was really cautious about putting them together. But another book, I ended up doing that, and it took me so long. I think it took me 2 or 3 times to do it because I had pages everywhere, and I couldn't remember. It was one of those books that it was a compilation book, so it had the pages in different places. It was crazy. So thank you for letting me know that. So that'll make it easier, and then I can actually bind it with my machine. So I did that, and then I was working on some journal stuff. So this is the calendar that's from 2024. So I used the rule that Ginger Beach Studio does, where you so when you're tearing the pages out, because if you don't, it'll be too fat. So you like flip a page, tear 2 or 3 or 4 pages out, flip a page, and then flip another page, and then tear 2 or 3, 4. You have to do it in an order so that when you get ready to glue it, you'll be gluing 2 pages that have 4 or 5 pages ripped out in between. So it'll take up less space. And this, like I said, had a whole bunch of jackets. This was a diary. This was a calendar book, so it had a whole lot of jackets in there, but you can see how it has thinned out. So now I can use it as a collage book and put more stuff in there. So I did that. I was trying to do stuff. I'm still rehabbing, so I can't do a lot of what I want to do. So I was like, well, let me still keep moving on with the journal thing because I do want to do those. So I ended up watching Nicole Recut and Relax, I think is her name. And then I watched Miss Beth Schuler, watched her. I watched Pam, the Ginger Cat lady, and Anne, and all of them. And then I watched the mama over 40, the mama in the back with 40. I don't know. The mama in the back drinking the 40. No, I don't know. And no offense, I can't remember everybody's name. So I see why y'all keep asking me what my name is. But sometimes it doesn't even help to ask me because my name is so common. There's like 5 people with the same name. So then y'all have to get into which name are you talking about? You talking about Pam with the red? Or you talking about the black Pam? You talking about the Pam with the southern accent? You talking about the Pam that colors? You talking about which Pam? It'd be too many Pams. So I'm like, why we came up with channel names? Why not use your channel name? But that's just me. So people keep asking me, what's your name? And I'm sorry, what's your name? And I'm like, you just said my name. Okay. So we good, y'all. Call me Coloring, call me View, call me A View is a View. Just stick with that, okay, y'all? And then we won't have no difficulties in like which Pam was the one that cussed out somebody. Because y'all know exactly. Oh, I could be the cussing Pam. No, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to change in 2026. Anyway. Adrian! I know she says that too. She says that every time she does type it in there like that. Oh, my Sylvester Stallone with that little side lip. Oh, my goodness, he was sexy. So, okay, so I had showed y'all that how I was doing this book, and I finished up as many as I want to. So some are still blank, but whenever I had some blank extra paint or something, I would just cover it up. And then I found a calendar that I just like, well, let me just put some pages in there. So I've got a whole bin of words. I got bin of little bitty pictures and stuff like that. So I'll get that together. But anyway, so that's like that. And then I was watching the people do these kind of journals that they make them with this bag that you get from the Amazon. Now this one is tore, but I'm going to tape that up and then either cut it like I did these two, or make it like a long one, make it like one of these, or I can make it like one of these, a longer one, which would be kind of interesting. So I'm collecting, and this one I already know I want to, and actually I'm going to put a spine in here. So how I put these together, I just have it done with a rubber band for right now. I've got to go buy a big needle and some thread so that I can sew up in here. Cause I see y'all, when I get onto y'all's channel, y'all be doing these journals and stuff. I'll be sitting there doing stuff, and I'm like, I want to do what they're doing. So I've been saving my little papers and stuff like that. So yeah, and then some scraps and stuff that I have. Some of these pages I just ripped up. And I feel like when I was making this one, I was really channeling Ginger Beach Studio. I sure was. And this is an envelope. Somebody sent me some money in, and I just cut it in half and did that. Well, actually, oh no, I didn't cut it in half. I just cut the flap in half. And this is still there, so when I sew it through. And yeah, so I did this, and it's like I said, it's not finished. I need a big embroidery needle. And yeah, and so this one right here, I just folded over, so because it was longer, so I got a little pocket. And then this one, I just made a slit in part of it. I got a pocket there, and then I have a little pocket here. I can stick something in there. So this like really doesn't hurt or anything. I can do this and feel like I'm doing something, and I can decorate. I found an old sticker I had. So that one, and then this one, I just kind of did like the last couple of minutes. I took a bill. Who gets bills in the mail now? I don't. Everything seems like it's electronic, but I found an envelope that had a bill in there, and I tore up the calendar pages, so I ripped them on the side and stuff. And then I stuck this in here. This has got a little pocket there. So I've just been, and then some of the pages aren't really long, but I can still put something on there. Yeah, this is mostly straight up Ginger Beach Studio, because when I saw her doing this, after I saw her do her abandoned thing, that's when I started stalking her channel. And then I started stalking the ones where she was making stuff out of, just, little items. And she would be pulling out bins and boxes and stuff. Like she pulled out a whole jar of cigar wrappers, the little band. Like who has that? Like she's a perfect collector of stuff, and then you always store stuff like things alike. So this one, I had got something in the mail I got that book, Wondrous Folk, in the mail. So now I got to buy the other one. What is it? Wondrous Folk. What's the little one? The Little Folks. And then the other one, and that'll be all three of the good paper ones that I have. The new one has 54 pages in it. So I just got to get that one. I don't think I'm getting the other ones because I purchased a lot of her Christine Karen's pages. So a lot of them, I just have them loose. So this one, I was thinking about putting some fabric over it and really making it like a book. I saw somebody do that. I don't know the lady's name, but she actually, made it like a real book. So I'm gonna save this one to do that. So I even though I'm not coloring all the time and I'm starting to watercolor, I picked some books up that I really don't like, but I feel like I can color in them pretty easy. It was nice watching that pencil contest or whatever it was that Miss Coloring with Lori had, because I had some pencils here that I realized that I could start using. The Color pencils, those are really nice. I bought them a couple years ago because I bought them for the can. And so I was using them the other day, and they are really nice. I mean, they cover up really well. They cover all the white space and stuff like that. And plus they blend. When you blend them, they just like pop. Especially if you put an old nasty piece of red or blue down and then throw an old nasty piece of yellow up in there. It'll just look like boom. And it's all shiny and everything. It's nice. I should check out the Posh Paper Lady. Okay, I'll check her out. Thank you for letting me know. Hi, Wilcox. Wilcox, I love saying that name, okay? And not for the obvious. I know on the other side that I used to be on, there is a gentleman, his last name is Wilcox. And he's a mess. He's kind of not a good person. But anyway, we always call him Wilcox. And so I feel I feel like I can say his name now. Over there I wouldn't say his name like that. But yeah, anyway, you will have a load of books to work in when you're done. I see. It's fun to branch out to other projects to keep things interesting. Exactly. Uh-huh. So my last comment was blocked. I had to change. What? You had to change stash to a loader? Isn't that something? Are they just doing it to you? Oh no, they did it to Devin too. I have no idea why they're doing that because I don't have any restrictions or anything. Because if I'm on here and I let the words fly, I can't see why YouTube would or StreamYard or whatever. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, so and then another thing, I was watching Evelyn Colors, and she finally found a sweet shop. And I know a couple of y'all got this book, and a couple of y'all got it and didn't like it. A couple of y'all didn't like it to begin with. It's a weird book. Um, and we had actually started out, a couple of us. I had this. This is the original one. I had this one a long time ago. Somebody gifted it to me. Oh no, this is the new one. This is the original one. I don't even know what I was doing with my color selections. It was a hot mess. And so the paper is really good in here. So anyway, some of the pages I colored okay. I did do a color along with Miss Zucchini Kitty with this cash register in the back. So anyway, Five and Below had a printing of it, and they sold it, for $5. It's the same book. It's paper is not as nice, but it's the same book. So I did this with Farm Miss Zucchini Kitty because I wouldn't have figured out how to do that cash register. So everybody had gotten it. So then I think for a while there we were coloring some of the pages. So this was my coloring this page again, which I did a lot better. See, this is why I like the color pages over. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's when I first started coloring. I don't even know what I was doing. There's that yellow, and then look at that. Isn't it? That's a whole lot better, isn't it? Well, to me it is. So then we had the coloring of the bicycle page. I think Lori called this one. I think she did. And then I hadn't colored it in this book. So I was trying to keep more things original in this book since this one is the original one. And then, any new things out of this one. So we all colored this one. And I think I finished this one pretty fast. Then I just started coloring this one. I don't think anybody else colored that one. I was going to try to keep them in order until I came upon this page. And I'm like, I ain't even feeling this at all. But I know I'm going to still do it. And then I think I called out another page. And then some people joined me in that. And we did this one, which I really like this one. I really do. I really like how I did it. I didn't do too much. There's hardly any yellow in it. Okay. And I just like it. It's old school. I layered the color. I didn't go over top and put a lot of pencil or anything in there. I just laid the color down. Using the L word, y'all. And I think that's it. So I think since Evelyn has the book now, Evelyn's the last person I know that has it. Evelyn Colors, I'll hit you up on IG. But can you pick a page? Maybe we can all do a color along because a lot of people have this book. And obviously it's still available at Sweet Shop because Evelyn just got it, just like within the last week or two. So if y'all are still interested in getting it, I am going to get the Curiosity Shop. They have another one. Actually, I have 3, I believe. And they're real hard to get. So I'm going to see if I can get. I think I found it, but you know how I'd be digging around trying to find. Oh, and I found out that somebody did get the Wildegord, and I found out who got it. I had found a Wildegord on eBay on eBay for $30. Only thing was missing was one page. and I was looking at somebody's flip of their book, and they were the ones that got it. So I was glad somebody, it was $30 plus shipping, which is a deal, which was a deal. So anytime I see any of the older gourmet books and I see them at a good price, I'll just post it on my wall because I know they're kind of like when you see them, you got to get them right away. I did see another Will de Gore for 19.99 that was brand new. That thing went so fast. By the time I even tried to type, what it was gone. Or either it was the same one and they upped the price. They probably upped the price. I don't know. I don't want to say anything about that lady. That I saw that lady's one and I put it out. But it might have been somebody said, no, you might want to get a little bit more for it. I don't know. I don't know the backstory, but I'm glad somebody in the coloring area that I look at has it. So speaking of Wildegore, I'm gonna start a page on there. I already picked it out. And actually what I was doing last night, because I spent the other night in the hospital, child. I mean at the ER. So I actually went to I was getting sick around 10 o'clock. I went to the ER about 2, and then I didn't get out till like 7. And so I didn't have any sleep. So then when I got out, I went to sleep, and then I just slept all day until last night was I was trying to decide if I was going to be up or awake. And thank goodness Lori came on. So she gave me something to look at until I fell asleep. I was going to come on after she did, but I said, no, I think I'm caught up on my sleep. So if I go to bed now, I can wake up and be back on my sleep schedule. So, so what I did was I swatched my Faber-Castells. Did I say Faber-Castell? Yeah, Albert Durer pencils. I got the 60 set, and I do plan on getting the other 60. But look how fast. Well, not fast, but look how. I mean, these are loved. I really do love these. I have used these a lot, and I think they are a very good brand of pencil. Y'all, most of y'all like the what's the other one? What's the other one? The pencils that they have. What y'all call them? Oh, I can't think of the name of them. Hold on. Y'all know the regular pencils? Hold on. What are these? Y'all like, I know what these are. Oh, polychromos. Um, the polychromo colors and the Faber-Castell, all their colors are the same throughout their whole product line. So if you if you like a line, Derwin, Albert, Karen Dash, Faber-Castell, any of those popular name, well, not popular, but um, professional artist grade products, even though artists don't have to buy them, they will have the same color name throughout the product line. So because I do use these also for just regular pencils, this supplements my polychromo colors. So this is another reason why they're a little bit shorter than they normally, because I haven't used them all just for watercolor. I use them also for just coloring, and I don't activate them. Now I have not had any horrible thing happen. And the first thing you say, oh, what if that page gets wet? It's going to bleed. I mean, I don't put my books into a situation where that's going to happen. So, and then I still, after I'm finished it, I still am able to put a fixative over top of it. I know the fixative probably has a little bit of water or something in it. I guess, I don't know. It's aerosol though. I don't know. But I never had any problem. I know that I was watching Chris K. She put ink tints over top of her Prismacolors. And I was looking, I was like, oh, okay. Came out really nice. So I know that was a question a lot of people were asking, but yeah, if you don't like, I have coffee, but I'm not like dripping it over here. I'm not spraying. You have to be cognizant if you are wet activating some products on the same page. That's when I think you really have to be careful. But if like my whole page will be not, I don't know. I don't even get down a rabbit hole, whatever. But yeah, I haven't had that problem happen. So yeah. So I swatched the 60 that I have, and actually, aren't these really pretty colors? I had done on this right here. I had actually just like put the little square there with the pencil, and then I put too much water down to activate it, and I was like, no. So I just put the square again, and then I just put very little water and activate it, and it was really thick. And then I spread it out. So I do realize you definitely, with these pencils, you definitely can't use too much water because, well, if you want to use too much water, you want it thinner or lighter, you can do that. But you have more control. You can make it lighter of a yellow or darker of a yellow, and then you can layer your colors and stuff like that. So you can do a whole lot with with pencil pencil watercolors. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to start this page that I picked out. And it is a page actually my colorful country life had had done. But baby, y'all know I love her to death. I love her to death. But girl, I can't be. I can, this is going to be one that I do. Because she uses so many colors, and my hands are not totally ready for pencils right now. But she did it. I even wrote down because I was going to try to do it like hers, but I was like, no. Now, actually, she kept this kind of not too much. She did use Inktense pencils and then Prismacolor pencils, a hoo hoo, and then Pentel Sparkle Pops, and then Golden Super Markers. And so yeah, so she used a lot, but you really, this paper is so good. I don't suggest y'all going to use the markers though. I'm gonna have to tell y'all that. Don't do that. So anyway, so the colors that I picked for the tree, oh goodness. Did I pick it? I think I picked this one because I kept it separate. So I'm just going to put some color down either for this tree or these ladder. I'm trying to think which ones did I pick. I think I picked. And this book is huge. I think I picked this one. I did. I picked this one. So I didn't pick. I want that for the tree. I think I'm going to do this one for the ladder. And then the tree, I'm going to do this color. What color is this? This is burnt sienna. And I'm not sure which color that she used for her Inktense. It's not burnt sienna because this is number 283. And for her Inktense, she used the 900, 1700. Yeah, so she didn't. So anyway, and I'm just going to put this down and that's it. So I will put oh y'all talking a lot. Oh, hold on, let me put this up here. I don't really like, okay, so this fits good. Sometimes when I'm coloring on here, I don't like to have the chat up because it takes away. Let's see if I missed anybody on here. Yokale hee hoo, yodele hee hoo. Yeah, so I'll have a load of books. Yeah, okay. Let's make sure. I have yet to get water on a page that I didn't want. Now masking fluid. Now that's another story, right? Okay, so see, this is reassuring. Jane says, I have yet to get water on a page that I didn't want. Now, masking fluid, that's another story. Yeah, now I jacked up that masking fluid before. Yes, and you did. She did. Now, she had a really major catastrophe, and she was calm and cool and collected, and she fixed her page, and you wouldn't even be able to tell that something happened. Hold on. Is this Miss okay, Coloring with Ivy. Hi, baby. Coloring with Ivy is feeling better. I was over there watching her. She was having a big old fest with that beehive with the Rooms of Wonder, Johanna Basford. So yours opens March the 11th. Okay, that's good to know. And then 331, Christina said, I got about 8 books at Ollie's for $3.99. Mythographic Wild Summer, $4. Kirby Rosanna's book, and 4 Camellia de Enrico books. You're welcome. Ollie's need to give me a little a gift card or something, don't they? But now y'all, there's some other people that was at Ollie's too. But I always have been a Ollie's person and Dollar Tree and stuff like that for getting products. Never had the opportunity to use Albert Durer pencils or polys. Oh, okay. I think you would like them. Yeah, thank you, Devin. Polys. People are like, how did she forget polychromos? Is she, what is wrong with her? No, Jane, I'm not. I am so not. When I tell y'all, I mean, I don't really. I mean, I know this is pretty serious. What I think I had shared it before. So anyway, yeah, I just want to get through it. Next week is going to be a lot. Probably be having some MRIs and or a MRI. Yeah, well, it's something that was assumed and it was disproven, and now it is there and back, like in different organs. So I'm just like, I don't even know really how to process it. I'm really not trying to claim it. So I just don't really know. So, but I feel fine. Okay. I don't want nobody worry. The only thing I'm in pain from or trying to get over is this new shoulder. So yeah, so but yeah, so I always will need me some prayers. That's all I'm going to ask from you all. Just give me some of those and I will be good. If there's anything that is really horrible and I feel like discussing, I will. But for now, we will just let it go. um I just mentioned it because sometimes you know, people go through stuff and they don't mind sharing. Like I was really, like Miss Jane shared something that she was having, and I had never knew about that, what she was having, and she's had it and she's good. And I think I shared this before. And like I said, the fact that I went for one thing and then something else popped up, so I am just trying to work around it and see. I know my schedule is going to be different coming up this week. I don't think this is going to be an issue that I have to be waiting for an appointment or anything. So I'll still try to come on whenever I can. I'll definitely have some time. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, just say some prayers. Um, if I tell you, I was not expecting this at all. I mean, like at all. Okay, um, so now if you want to see somebody color this page and do a excellent job, of course, it would be My Colorful Country Life. I was so glad when she got this book. Like certain people, you can't wait to see them get it because you want to see what they do with it. And she did everything that I thought she would do with it. Everything. But I'm glad she limited her pencil selections. I guess even she has a limit. She's like, no, I'm not going to do 80 pencils on this one page because it's a lot. But she made some good choices by using the ink tints. And really, even though it's a big page, you have to look at it as to what it is. Like all of this stone stuff, you tend to make it one color. So this, when I was looking at her do her page, when she started with the stone, she was a good way about halfway into her video. I don't know how many videos she did to finish it. I think I counted 3. I know I counted 2. So she might have 3. I don't know. I mean, she might have 4. I don't know. I haven't finished it. I just said I'm not going to look at the rest of hers. I just looked at her when she did the stone part, laying down the ink tints, and then I looked at a little bit of part 2, and then I said, let me just color this one instead of getting an idea. So sometimes I don't like to see when I'm looking at something that I want to color. I don't like to see how somebody else did it. Because I feel like what I see in it is kind of tainted, you know, that I can't get that look out of my mind, and I want to do it my way, you know. So I haven't seen how she completes this. So, but I have seen her get started with the stone, and you got to get started with the stone. Now, I was going to do the first page of the book, which is this one. I was going to start the book off at the first page and read it and all that kind of stuff. Girl, this page is not what I want to do, but I did see somebody else do it. They started with the tower, and that's a good way to break it down. I think Bubbles started with the tower too. Start with the tower and then the bridge, and then work around it. And then this side over here has got a whole bunch of the whole page is just the page. Yes, life does happen when we least expect it. It's an endurance race someday. It sure is. Oh, you had to pre-register for surgery February 24th. Oh, you're having something too? Oh, geez, I know. Well, I was just saying we need to get everything checked on at the end of the year and get it checked on in the beginning of the year so we can get it all done, and so that you won't have things to be, you'll be ready for the summer. Everybody will be bikini ready, you know? So, yeah. So, y'all. So I don't have I still have the block, and then what I came in there for, I still have. So now I got four things. Four things. Four things. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I can only do what and handle what I have been given, and you know, but so now my diet is off again because you know, I feel like I can't eat. Oh, I didn't mean to color that part right there. But you know what? One thing about ink tints, you can't erase ink tints before it gets wet. It might leave a little taint of the color, but you can erase it. I want this part to be a different color, so I didn't mean to shade that, but it's not wet yet. So let me just focus on the stone. So, but yeah, you can erase it. You have to use a hard eraser. Um, but yeah, before you wet it. But after you wet it, it's permanent. Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm not using ink tints. I'm using my Albert Durer. And see, that was the thing. She used ink tints. And I wanted to use a fabric Durer. I can't even get my story straight. But you can still erase these also, but these are not permanent like the Albert Durer are. Let me get my story straight. So these can be erased, but like I said, once you wet them, they're stained. It's not going to come out clear again. You'll just have to figure out how to change the color. That's when color theory comes into play. Well, I don't need to know about color theory. Well, you don't have to know about anything. But color theory is always nice. Get one of them little color wheels, and then you can see how you fix your colors. Or make colors. If you don't have all the colors, you can make your colors. But you can do what you want to do. It's your coloring book. Do what you want to do. So yeah, so I am really pleased that I did keep my color pencils. I really do like them. And I like the selection. Now the color pencils I separated all the greens out. Now this is how I have them now. Oh, where are they at? Oh, here they are. Okay. I bought these little tins from what was that fell? Oh, that was a brush that fell, not a pencil. I bought these plastic things from Five and Below. I think they came for $5, but probably $7 now. I don't know. So these were all the greens I got out of there. Look at all those greens. That's a lot of greens. These are the purples and then the blues. And these are the colors I really want to work on. And then the rest of them I have in in my pencil case, of which, oh, right here. This used to be my Prismacolor pencil case. And so I can get to these, and this is not too heavy, but yeah, these colors are beautiful. And I feel like I'm looking at the colors that are, what's the brand? Um, what's the brand that Lori doesn't like? Everybody, Harmonious. I feel like these are the Harmonious colors. I pulled out everything, and I feel like I was kind of left with the Harmonious colors. Do y'all feel that too, or is it just me? So, and I didn't get the Harmonious. And I will, they come out if they at a good price. But if I can pull out the Harmonious set out of my Color, I'll be happy. Now, a couple of the coloring people did make charts where you could pull out of the Color sets, the 520 and the 300. You can pull out pretty much over half of the Prismacolors. Um, and you can also do that with the any of them that have a whole lot of pencils. And there is an actual free chart, free conversion chart. I believe My Colorful Country Life has one. I printed hers out, and then there's another lady that has one. But I did not, because my pencils were not in any particular order, I just didn't pull them out to make them separate. Because it's, I think it only came out, the person's chart that I copied, they only had like maybe 30 of the Harmonious. I don't know how many are in the Harmonious set, but it's just so pretty. I feel like I need to erase this. I don't know if I have enough strength. I don't have enough strength in this arm, so I am showing you how to erase with your left hand on your non-dominant hand with the cement eraser. Of course, it's going to shake everything. I can't do it with it up here. I have to do it with the pencil, with the book almost in my lap. I really enjoy my I love those halawa pencils, which is why I think I might like the polychromos. Yes, I'm going to tell you, because a lot of people keep saying, they keep comparing different pencils with polychromos and Prismacolor, saying if those pencils had a baby. And I did that too before, but I'm gonna tell you, they really feel like now they really feel like if polychromos got knocked up by Prismacolor, that's what they would be like. I really feel that. I get that view. I don't want to copy another person's interpretation of coloring page. Just did one in Sarah S. Spooky, that Christina of Cat. Oh yeah, the Christina of the Cat and Paste. Oh yeah. I saw that book. Uh-huh. Yeah, so yeah, and I was gonna say bikini ready. How did you know, Devin? That's why we gotta get our bodies all two and together so we can be bikini ready. So yeah, so when I do, I know, and I realize that, because like if I do a color, I don't mind like doing it on the camera and stuff like that. Because who am I? This is me coloring. But a lot of people don't. They like to wait till the end, and I forget who doesn't like to show the pictures before they finish it and who does, because they want to see the surprise, of when you finish it. But y'all know, if I'm working on whips, so it's you've already seen the whip, so there's no surprise. The surprise is that I finished the page. Hey, surprise! So I figured that was a good way to me getting rid of my whips. Just join y'all when y'all start coloring. I jumped in there with the mythographic. I see y'all coloring that one from back to back or something. And then somebody else, I was watching J.I. Colorist, and she's doing coloring in the Maria Trolley's book, back to front. And that's a project book for her. So I like the back to front. I do. I actually had, but nothing new is new on the YouTube. But I had already spoke about it years ago. I was like, I want to just, because I always say I want to color the cover page, but the artists don't always put the cover page in the book, which I have no idea. So they pretty much make me mad when I ask for that, because when I want to do it, the cover page is never in the book. Ask me how I know. And then I always wanted to color this belongs to page. Always wanted to do that, especially with Hannah Carson. But the artists don't put this book belongs to pages in the books anymore. Like what is going on? Like really, what is going on? I need y'all. And you're not numbering the pages. Okay, she bitching. Yeah, you're not numbering the pages. You're not putting the cover page in the book for us to color. And you are, what was the last thing I just said? Oh, I just forgot. Whatever that third one is that I just said. I got so much on my mind, y'all. Yeah, so y'all got three things that just piss me off. I think this is dirt. I don't even think this is a tree. Well, this is my interpretation. So, but I thought this was a great page because this isn't too tiny. You getting bikini ready too? Jane said, I just figured out your evil plan. If you get someone to start the page for I let the cat out of the bag a while ago, Jane, but I guess you weren't on the video when I did it. Bikini ready is a starter for me. Hey, Amy's Travel, how you doing? Yes, we're getting bikini ready. So yeah, but it's good to know what's going on the inside of your body. So that's why it's good. And then you don't want to waste your health benefits. I think they did extend them, some of the fringe benefits. That probably ended January 31st though, for some of the if you got any old receipts, like you can even turn in aspirin and over-the-counter stuff, your eyeglasses and stuff like that. It might be too late to do that, but you can plan for next year. So if you have flexible spending bucks and stuff, you can use that for those kind of things, especially if you got kids and stuff like that. So, and then I also have a whole bunch. I gotta have 2 root canals. Why you gotta have 2 root canals? Because I love candy. And so I gotta have 2 root canals come up. And so that's being planned out. And so I just did not need this situation to come up, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna go in. We're going to hope that we get the same outcome that we got last time. But if we didn't, maybe we got caught hold of something real quick. So let's see. Is this all of the trees? So let me make this. I don't know what this is. So yeah, so we can be all bikini ready and snatched for this summer. I am going on my cruise. I don't know by hook or by crook. I am going on there. I got my my cruise taken care of. As far as the cost, I got the boat taken care of. I got the hotel taken care of. I'm just trying to find some good flights. And then I'll be doing some wardrobes. So hopefully. And then this actually happened last time where I had to cancel my cruise. That's how I ended up losing so much money last time I had a cruise. But hopefully this year it's not going to happen. I'm going either way. I don't care what, girl. Whatever the outcome is, I'm going to be on that damn boat. If I had to be in the sick bay, okay, I'm going to be on that boat and I'm going to eat some food. Whether it stays down or not, or whether I have a blockage. Oh my God, that sounded so horrible. But if you know me, I have to have this sense of humor, because if I don't, it will not be good for me. So I have to have this wicked sense of humor. I talked to one of my cousins, and he has a wicked sense of humor too. And he was saying something. And when I told him, I think he thought I was being real serious. I said, well, I really appreciate this laughter at this time. And then I think he forgot who he was talking to. And he was like, oh, no. I have a wicked sense of humor. I was like, I know that. He was like, oh, I forgot I was talking to you. Because he thought I was, getting on him for, sound like he was making fun. But no, I was saying, no, thank you. Because what he did say was funny. It wasn't funny if you didn't have a sense of humor. It would not be funny. It would be kind of insensitive, but it was funny. It was I took it as being hilarious. So I had to laugh at it again. I think that these are part. Oh no, I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay, so I think this is enough of the. Well, here's some trees up here. Yes, enjoy each day and reach for the stars. Thank you, Amy. Yes. Yeah, so now Jane and figured out, you know who figured it out already? Amy already figured out what I was doing. With these, let me see what y'all doing. And then I'll be like, oh, here we go. I just finished the page. Amy already figured it out. I can't get none past her. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Amy sees through me. If y'all want to know what devilish stuff I'm doing, check with Amy. Yeah, check with her. She will be able to give you a full report just by asking her. So you can say, what do you think View did? What is that? She'll tell you right away because so far she has not been wrong. I don't know how she does it. I don't know where she got that from. I don't know if she's related to me in some way. But there's been several situations where she hit it right on the head. Her and a couple other people. So I don't know if I'm a dead giveaway or what. Yeah. Yeah. So ask her. Run it by Amy first. Oh, my nose wants to be athletic. How many minutes is this? 56 minutes. Okay. Yeah, spill the tea, Amy. Amy, no. She'll come pretty close to it, if not exactly. Okay, so this will be me shading the tree. And just so I can just get started on there, and this is the Albert Durer, so I don't have to be all particular. I have my water to the side, and I have a water brush, the Artisa water brushes. Now I do have lots of water brushes. I really could do a comparison of water brushes because I do have a lot. Um, I think I have every one of them, the name brand ones and the inexpensive ones. So I might do that if I get too bored. And I actually am a person that I actually like real brushes better. And I can see where I could be a water brush snob, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. So, but I really could see it. Now I do love me some old nasty pieces of cheap brushes, though. I'm gonna tell you, a cheap brush will get you through a lot. It will get you through a lot. And then there goes my nose trying to be athletic. So I think what I will do is I will just come through with doing this off camera. And then at some point what I do, and I just do it with my Faber-Castells, I don't do it with the Albert Durer as much. I do kind of like wet the tip of it. And then I'll come back through and put the shade in. Or I'll just put the color down on a piece of plastic or y'all know, or a board or something, or a palette, and spread it like that. So yeah, I'll eventually do all this wood like this. And that's why I like when you had a pencil in your hand, go ahead and do all of it at one time, especially with a book this big. You'll save so much time. And then and then after I finish all this wood and I look at it, it's like, oh, then I can pick the next chunk to work on. So even though it's a huge book, it's not, it shouldn't really be that intimidating for you. Now I do have water in here in this brush, but for some reason I still like dipping this into the water. Sometimes it's hard to squeeze these. So, but anyway, yeah. So I still dip it into the water. So yeah, so that's about all I got. But yeah. So I need to know what y'all working on so I can see if I already have a whip of it. Don't be shy. Share it on your page or share it on my wall. Say, girl, I started that page about 4 years ago. Don't you have another page that we can work on? Yeah, go ahead and do that. Because I want to get more whips done this year. I want to get all my whips at least down to a minimum. Okay? 4 years is too long. But they my whips. And I can whip about them and whip and have them as whipped out as long as I want. And I did find an interesting article that I did put on my wall. I was reading about the life of pencils because I had pulled out those pencils that I had for so long that I've never heard anybody say my pencils are gone bad or anything like that. But I just happened to be looking at some site and they were like, some pencils like last between 2 and 4 years, and if they're wrapped up nice, they'll last 10 years. Child, I was buying old pencils anyway, but some pencils I never even thought about the expiration date for pencils. Have y'all ever had that kind of conversation? I can see where something is old and it's not wrapped up nice, where it might take a little hit with the quality of it. But I never knew. I've never seen an expiration date on a piece of pencil. I've seen it on the artwork and stuff like that, and things you open up, and then once you open up it kind of deteriorates the quality. But I have never seen the expiration date on pencils. And I even used to buy old Prismacolor pencils. Now, sometimes they would kind of fade a little bit early. So, I mean, they're normal wear and tear, and they're old. So I said, well, that's good. I at least started using those Colors. They're only 4 years old. And they're not like stored out in the element, in the sun or in moist rain and stuff like that. Now, when you do put water on your pencils like this, make sure you let them dry before you put them away. I still kind of wipe it a little bit. If it needs to be sharpened, I will, but I don't sharpen these as much. These are the Faber Albert Durick pencils, and you just don't be sharpening these just like talking about it, okay? No, not these. These are not just, you better figure out how to use them. You better figure out how to get to the good without using that sharpener. You be sharpening these bad boys up, you won't have any pencils. The pencil sharpener would have all of that good product. But yeah, make sure that they're dry before you put them away, because you don't want to let that wood get moldy or soppy or whatever, cracking and all that kind of stuff. All right, y'all have a good day. Oh, you thinking about 2 or 3? Oh, you coming on? Okay, good. Okay, yeah, it's 12 now. Good. All right, bye. I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna finish coloring this since I'm on a roll. I'll color it off camera. Y'all have a good day. Thank you. And definitely say some prayers for me. I would definitely appreciate it. I am turning down no prayers, okay? I'll talk to y'all later.